Good morning, ma'am. My name is Manju from MSc Math Honors 5-year Integrated, Department of Mathematics, MDU Rohtak, roll number 5413. Today I am tell about my assignment or topic systematic sampling. The main highlight of my presentation are where we discuss the following thing: contents, systematic sampling, about types of systematic sampling. First, systematic random sampling, linear systematic sampling, then circular systematic sampling. Also about discuss uses systematic sampling, then reference and some links. Systematic sampling. Systematic sampling is a commonly employed technique if the complete and up-to-date list of the sampling unit is available. This consists of selecting only at random, the react being automatically selected according to some predetermined pattern involving regular spaces of unit. Let us suppose that n sampling unit are serially numbered from 1 to n is some order and a sample size n is to be drawn such that n is equal to nk, that is k is equal to capital N by small n, where k, usually called the sampling interval, is an integer. Systematic sampling consists of drawing a random variable, say I less than equal to k, and selecting the unit corresponding to this number every kth unit subsequently. Thus, the systematic sample size n will consist of the unit 1 from n minus 1 to k. Types of systematic sampling. First, systematic random sampling, linear systematic sampling, circular systematic sampling. Then systematic random sampling. Systematic random sampling is a method to select sample at a particular present interval. As a researcher select a random starting point between 1 and the sampling interval. Below are the example steps to set up a systematic random sampling. First, calculate and fix the sampling interval. Then choose a random starting point between 1 and the sampling interval. Then lastly, repeat the sampling interval to choose subsequent element. Then linear systematic sampling. Linear systematic sampling is a systematic sampling method where samples are not repeated at the end. N unit are selected to be a part of a sample having n population unit rather than selecting these n unit of a sample randomly. A researcher can apply a skip logic to select these. It follows a linear path and then stop at the end of a particular population. First, arrange the entire population in a classified sequence. Second, select the sample size. Third, calculate sampling interval is equal to capital N by small n. Fourth, add the sampling interval k to the choose random number to add the next member to a sample and repeat this procedure to add remaining member of this sample. Fifth, in case k is not an integer, you can select the closest integer to capital N by small n. Then circular systematic sampling. In circular systematic sampling, a sample starts again from the same point once again after ending thus the names. First, calculate sampling interval is equal to by small n. Second, start randomly between 1 to n. Third, create sample by skipping through k unit every time until you select member of the entire population. Fourth, in the case of this method, there will be n number of samples, unlike k sample in the linear systematic sampling method. Some uses systematic sampling: budget restriction, uncomplicated implementation, absence of data pattern, low risk of data manipulation in researcher. First, budget restriction. In comparison to other sampling, this sampling technique is more suitable for condition where there are budget restriction and also the extremely uncomplicated accomplishment of the study. Uncomplicated implementation as systematic sampling depend on the defined sampling interval to decide the sample. It becomes simple for the researcher and statistician to manage sample with more respondent. This is because the time invested in creating sample is minimal and the cost spent is also restricted due to the periodic nature of systematic sampling. Third, absence of data pattern. There are specific data that don't have an arrangement in place. This data can be analyzed in an unbiased manner using systematic sampling. Low risk of data manipulation in research. It is highly productive while researching a broad subject, especially when there are negligible risk of data manipulation. Some references and some links of about the topic. Thank you so much.